a big part of it is during those meetings that you're having with your prospective clients and clients, figuring out what their pain points are and seeing if your firm has a need to specifically fill one of the things that they're mentioning.
Yeah. So again, if you have the ability to sit down with someone and ask questions and identify their pain points, and they have absolutely nothing to do with what you do, okay? Either you can refer them to someone who can solve it, which in this case, you're making a quality introduction and getting credit with not only that person, but also the person you're introducing them to for setting up a good match, okay? But also you may identify pain points of things you don't do that your firm does, and then you can bring in that partner. The best line I've heard is, it's interesting that you bring that up, Carrie. I've got a partner who's, 2 offices down from mine, who's probably the top litigator in Chicago for this exact type of thing. And, I don't know if you're open to it, but we should maybe set up a 3-way meeting for us to sit down in the next week. And you tell him what you told me. Let's see if we can knock that out for you. And I think you'd be super happy. Oh my God, Carrie, you're a lifesaver. Thanks so much. So a lot of it's going to be more opportunistic based on the questions you're asking than you making an infomercial and then it's saying, oh, since you mentioned that you do that weird thing that you don't even do, I have that issue. Again, if you can identify that, great, but that's going to be a more challenging thing to do, to just because you're mentioning all the things your firm does, that someone says, oh, I don't need what you do, but you mentioned you do that. That sounds really interesting. I would rather you ask questions first, identify their business, identify their pain points, identify things they need, what the future looks like for their business, and then maybe bring up, the person in your firm. So I think it's going to be more of a Q&A thing to draw to it than an infomercial thing. But again, if you've got an audience that's different than normal, then you may have to mix it up on your infomercial.